welcome you to the Resorts International Hotel in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert, and working along with me today is the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. And we have an outstanding matchup of middleweights. 21-year-old undefeated Curtis Parker going up against the more experienced and ranked number 5 by the World Boxing Council, David Love. Now, Parker is considered a middleweight version of Joe Frazier. He is relentless. He keeps coming at you. And David Love, on the other hand, has been quite candid about saying that, well, he's just got to stay away from Parker right from the start.
And that's where his problem is. If he goes straight back, he's in a lot of trouble with Curtis Parker, who comes in at you like a shark. But if he goes side to side, as I'm sure he will, he's a crafty 31-year-old ring veteran. He has the greatest boxing brain in his corner, Angelo Dundee. If he goes back side to side and drops that right hand, then Curtis Parker may be in a little bit of trouble. But we're both at the crossroads of both of their careers. I think we're going to see a very interesting fight.
And Ferdy, I know you had an opportunity earlier to talk with Curtis Parker, who hopes to be celebrating a very happy 21st birthday today.
Curtis, you're going to go against a real cagey veteran today. He's tall, he's rangy, he's managed by Angelo Dundee, one of the best boxing brains around. How do you expect to catch David Love, and what do you want to do to him?
Well, depending on Dave Love, he's end up moving in the early rounds. I think I will, keep him going. I said pace for him that he may not keep up with, and later on rounds I hope I can be able to subdue.
You're about to face this tough kid from Philadelphia, Curtis Parker. 13 knockouts in 15 fights. How are you going to fight him?
Well, I'm gonna take away everything that he likes to do. He likes to roughhouse. He likes to brawl. I won't be there when he wants to fight. I won't fight. When he don't want to fight, I will be fighting. When he wants me to be moving, I won't be moving. When he wants me to be there, I'll be gone.
I'm confused already, David. I imagine what you're going to do to him.
I hope so.
Listen, you have a little problem with cuts from time to time. You even got cut on the forehead. And does that bother you any when you fight? How do you fight differently when you get cut?
No, not at all. I don't fight any different at all. I have Angelo Dundee, one of the best cut men in the world in the business. And, I leave that in his hand. My job is fighting. His job is, if there's a cut, he takes care of that. And I let him do his business. He let me do mine.
Well, you're right there. Angelo is the finest cut man.
Boxing Association Middleweight Championship, Mr. Bill Brennan, President. Introducing in the red corner, wearing the white trunks with the red stripes, weighing in at 159 1/2 pounds, the World Boxing Council's 5th-ranked middleweight. Ladies and gentlemen, from San Diego, California, welcome David Love. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with the red, white, and blue stripes, tipping the scales at 159 1/2 pounds. Undefeated in 15 professional bouts with 13 knockouts from the Frankfurt section of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Here is Curtis Parker.
Well, there's no question as to who the favorite is here today. Curtis Parker. Record of 15-0, 13 by knockout. He comes off a 5th-round technical knockout of well-regarded Gary Guyton, putting Guyton down 5 times before the fight was stopped. In fact, Guyton was a replacement for David Love, who had withdrawn because of an injured back. David Love, out of San Diego, California, has the height advantage at 5'11" over Curtis Parker, who goes 5'8". In fact, Parker has succeeded despite the fact he's usually matched against opponents 3 and 4 inches taller. We are scheduled for 12. The 3 knockdown rule is waived. The bell cannot save the fighter except in the last round. Only the referee can stop the fight. Scoring by rounds, 5-point must supplemental. And as we mentioned right at the start, Dr. Ferdy Pacheco, Curtis Parker just keeps storming away as he is opened up right here.
David Love is starting to do his side-to-side motion, but he's not doing much fighting with it. He's just trying to measure this kid and see what he's got. A good popping jab, 2 good popping jabs. But not the kind that hurt you, just to kind of keep you off.
David Love has had a strange up-and-down career, as that record of 31-16 and 2 draws indicates. He has lost to people that should have been easy W's, yet he's come up with victories over some highly regarded middleweights, such as Eddie Briscoe and Bobby Boogaloo Watts, Willie Monroe.
Well, he's like mmany great fighters. They come up to the occasion. He's had a lot of bad luck with cuts.
Right hand delivered by Curtis Parker. Curtis Parker on the attack now. We're in round
Curtis
one.
caught him with flush with the right cross and has jumped right on top of him. Davis working his way out of it. He's a cagey veteran. He was in bad trouble there. Curtis is a little too anxious for a first-round knockout here.
But again delivers a combination, and he clipped Love. He hurt him with the right hand.
Many of those punches are not landing, but some of that dynamite is coming in. And as every great puncher does, he goes to the body from time to time, Marv. Gives him a little something to come away with.
He says he cuts the bigger man down to size with those body blows.
I certainly like what I see with Curtis Parker, don't you, Marv?
An impressive opening for Parker in the red trunks. David Love out of San Diego, California in the white. Round one scheduled for 12 on NBC Sports World. Under 30 seconds left in this first round.
Curtis has really dominated this first round.
Love likes to point out he's 4-0 against middleweights from Philadelphia, but he's had a tough opening round here against Philadelphia's Curtis Parker. In the corner of David Love.
And he's got a good corner. He's got Angelo Adolfo Ritaco and Earl McClure. But there's a good corner in the other. Experience on top of experience. Willie Reddish and Milt Bradley.
And this is round two. Curtis Parker in the red and David Love in the white. Parker won the National Golden Gloves 156-pound title back in '77. Fought the same way as an amateur. He is perpetual motion. Great stamina. Excellent hand speed for a man so powerfully built.
Yes, he is. He's powerfully built. He's, some say too compact for a middleweight. He really looks smaller, but he's 160 pounds. He's certainly got that devastating punch.
Tremendous upper body on Curtis Parker.
Nothing wrong with the lower body either. Those things look like piano legs sticking out of his trunks. I love beginning to do what he's got to do. Pick away with that jab. Try to keep him off. Try to keep his rhythm, his timing off. He's a lot like Joe Frazier. He just had to get his rhythm off. Bad mistake on the ropes with this Curtis Parker. Good veteran move. Spins away.
Straight right hand landed by David Love.
Nice combination from Love, but it really doesn't do too much to Curtis.
This is round two, scheduled for 12.
So far, Love is not doing what Angelo wanted him to do, which was stay up on his toes, dance around, move away from him. He's staying down right in the trenches with him. He must feel that he has to put some hurt on him to keep him from coming in so openly.
Love told us earlier he would just stay away, wait for his opportunity.
Hard to do when you got a guy right on top of you like a stamp. Another good right hand. Another good right hand hurt Love. He's sneaky with that right hand. Curtis has real power with that right hand.
As you see, 25 seconds left. Round 2 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Parker with that right hand that brings Love as the second round comes to a conclusion. And this is round 3. Curtis Parker in the red, David Love in the white. They have an unusual format here in the state of New Jersey for a title fight, this United States Boxing Association championship fight. If it is scheduled for less than 15 and this is scheduled for 12, if it is a draw at the end of 12, they go to what in effect is a sudden death for 3 additional rounds if needed. In other words, if round 13 is won by one of the fighters after the draw over the first 12, as you look at Margaret Love, the wife of David Love, they continue on, which is most unusual.
What it is on the 13th round, whoever wins the 13th round wins the fight. If it's a draw, then they go to the 14th round. If it's a draw, they go to the 15th round. And if it's a draw after that, they go home.
Yeah.
Angelo slapped him. Angelo slapped Love on the trunks and said, "Box now, box, get away from him." Look at this action.
Landing on Love. Excellent combination.
Love is making a terrible mistake on the ropes. Love seems incapable of keeping his left hand up, but he keeps getting hit by that right hand that has all the power that Curtis can put in it. Love has not been able to fight the fight Angelo planned. Moving. Oh, that was a beautiful right uppercut to the heart by Love. That is a veteran's punch. Good jab by Love. That's what Angelo wants. Stiff jab. Moving, but he's not moving. He's standing still.
Marv Albert and the fight, Dr. Ferdy Pacheco from Atlantic City, New Jersey. It has been Curtis Parker right throughout. We are in round 3. Again, Love trapped against the ropes.
That's the first time tables have turned. Love has got him on the ropes.
And Love able to land to the body of Parker. Left hand thrown by Love.
And what a right whistle past him. Even that hurt me missing it.
Less than a minute remaining. In round 3.
Just when it looks like Love is going to start to turn this around, Curtis Parker comes back. Curtis just doesn't know what the word quit. He just keeps coming right in his face. Love doing much better this round.
Right hand landed by David Love. That left made contact.
Best round.
Strong round for Love. Final seconds. Round 3. This is round 4. Curtis Parker in the red, David Love in the white. Combination thrown by Love. In the corner of David Love, Angelo Dundee telling Love, spin Parker around. Go at him.
Not to stand still, not to be a target as he's been in the first 3 rounds. We did it very well the last round.
Once again, Parker with Love up against the ropes.
Parker fights much better on the offensive. He's not a great defensive fighter, as you can see. He fights with his face. But his defense is a great offense. He's punching. Look at these body shots. He is fighting like Joe Frazier. Under, over. Doesn't give you a minute's rest.
And the former heavyweight champion Joe Frazier is here at Resorts International in Atlantic City, New Jersey, in attendance, watching the middleweight version of Joe Frazier and undefeated Curtis Parker. Parker continues to go to the body here in the 4th round.
Well, Parker's a little ahead. He's got to keep this edge if he's going to get past this crossroads and on into the championship contention. But Love's not cooperating. He's got his own crossroads to face, and he is doing a magnificent job here with his Shield Tiger. Low blow.
Parker is rated 5th by the Bible of Boxing Ring Magazine. David Love, number 5, is rated by the World Boxing Council. There is Joe Frazier.
I wonder what Joe's thinking about when he sees a miniature of himself in the ring doing that all over again. Could it in his head be thought to be revolving around, making a comeback? Impossible.
Frazier, too, Bernie?
It might open a whole can of worms. A whole can of middle-aged heavyweights will come lumbering down the road to start up. Oh, look at Parker cooking.
Here's the attack on Love. David Love will not be sleeping too well the next few days. Less than 30 seconds left. Round 4.
He's a workman in the big Tiger Bowl. He just keeps coming, grinding, punching, grinding. He's a workman. He's not beautiful, but it's effective.
All right, take a look. One outside.
Referee John Fitzpatrick. Final second. Round 4. This is round 5. Curtis Parker in the dark trunks in the red on the right. David Love in the white.
Well, the talk at the USBA convention this weekend was of this great action fight, and the talk of the boxing world was this great action fight, and we've certainly seen it. Curtis Parker's everything they said he was, and David Love has not given him 1 minute of respect. He's right in there fighting away.
In his previous fights, despite the non-stop action, Parker has not tired or burned out in late rounds. We talked about that stamina earlier, and we're seeing it right here.
And David has not cut or had any even swelling in his eyes, which is a wonderful thing. Curtis Parker has those eyes that look like they're swollen even when he's not fighting. A lot of tissue over both eyes.
Minute gone by. Round 5 from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Marv Albert and Dr. Freddie Pacheco on NBC Sports World.
This foundation he's laying of heavy body punching for a 31-year-old man who's taking that kind of punching. Love is going to start to feel this in the later rounds. I must say Curtis is fighting a very smart fight. He's right on top of him. He's punching, and now if he doesn't start to move more, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
David Love, a reporter.
Yes. Beautiful Margaret Love.
Who does not like what she has seen right here.
And who is
this combination, and Love is hurt.
It is painful for a wife to watch a husband get that kind of a shellacking. But she's a good, experienced ring wife. She comes to the fight, she roots. Lovely lady with 3 children watching this in San Diego.
Final minute, round 5. That time Love able to counter that ball left thrown by Parker.
Yes, Love put in a good combination. Angelo keeps hollering about low blows, but it's very difficult when a small, short man like that with short arms comes up to a very tall man not to punch around the collar. And of course, that's what protectors are for. They're not really that damaging.
And that will do it for round 5. And this is round 6. Curtis Parker in the red, David Love in the white. Love, 31 years old, out of San Diego, California. Parker, the local favorite out of Philadelphia, undefeated. 15-0, 13 by knockout, and it has been Parker's fight thus far.
He said he was going to cut the ring. He said he was going to stick close to him. He certainly has done that. It's a well-planned fight for Curtis. He's done almost everything he said he wanted to. What Love has not done was his move. He has had no movement. He's been absolutely flat-footed, and that has been his move.
At times, Love has shown an effective left jab.
All too infrequent. He should have been popping that away.
I don't think both men. Let's get it.
Great job, Fitzpatrick, breaking the fighters.
His hooks in Curtis Parker, the thing of beauty. He throws them just like Joe. They're little short arcs and they're powerful. It's not a sweeping hook. It's just a nice, tight hook. There he goes again, twice, 3 times. Fighting him is like fighting a buzzsaw. You just can't seem to stop him from throwing all those little short things.
Curtis Parker, at least 10 years younger than David Love, perhaps even more so. As we mentioned, David Love alleged to be 31. He's been around.
Yeah, age gets a little fuzzy when it gets around 30 boxers.
Minute left. Round 6.
All his age and all his experience have not helped him with this youngster of 21 years and showing an awful lot of Raymond Savage. He is every bit the prospect that they told us. He must punch from outside. Just what he did just that moment. Parker must be backing up and punch from outside.
Right hand thrown by Parker. Did damage.
Love is getting very weary. All his actions are that of a tired man.
This is round 7. Angelo Dundee telling his fighter David Love he is walking right in to Curtis Parker, doing exactly what Parker would like.
Yes, it is amazing, except that there's 2 people tangoing out there. He's not exactly walking into him. It's that Parker's chasing him across. Oh, he's really opened up a barrage. He's really coming on strong now. Marv, look at this.
Another right
He needs to finish it. He needs to finish it. He's tired. He's opened a real barrage here.
You can see that Love's legs very wobbly at this point as Parker looks to end it here in round 7. Coming out strong on David Love.
Love is fighting back. He's spun out. He's got himself out of trouble, but Kid is right on him.
Margaret Love not enjoying round 7.
Yes, but he's come back. He has thrown 4 or 5 unanswered combinations.
Right hook, preceded by the left hook, thrown by Curtis Parker.
What Carter's throwing is bombs. Make no mistake about it. He wants to put him out this round. He stepped it up 50% more than the last 2 rounds.
All right, I'll take a look.
Parker has a small nick over the left eye. I don't think it's of any significance whatsoever.
Good combination by Parker. Love tried to scramble away and did get off the ropes, but he is hurt.
He paid a price coming off those ropes. He tried to spin him and got hit while he was spinning. But he's got a lot of fight left in Love. Love is fighting back with these combinations from long range, which he should have been doing from the beginning. There you go.
showing us some of his ring savvy by counterpunching, able to hang in right here, but has taken a beating in round 7.
I think the only time he's done counterpunching is when Curtis has gotten tired and taken a breather. Good ring action. Good ring action.
Early in the 7th round, it appeared that Love might go down. Now 20 seconds left. Round 7. We're scheduled for 12.
This is a punishing, grueling fight for David Love. He's taking some awfully hard body shots, and this young kid can punch.
And we are in the final seconds. 7th round from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
We need to stand this.
On to round 8. Marv Albert with Ferdy Pacheco. NBC's boxing consultant. We're at ringside, Atlantic City, New Jersey. It has been all Curtis Parker. He is in the red, David Love in the white. Matchup of middleweights. Earlier we talked about the relentless style of Parker. Keeps coming at his opponent, always works the body nonstop. And that has been the case right throughout.
One wonders what he'll do against the bigger middleweights with that style, because he does take some punishment coming in. It'll be interesting to follow him in his crossroad fights up to the title, because Parker has the will and the guts to be a champion, and he's certainly got the punch, but he takes an awful lot of punishment coming in. Of course, a man named Joe Frazier did the same thing and got to be a great champion. Well, we've certainly been treated thus far to an excellent fight. Russell Peltz, the young promoter, has to be congratulated for putting these two young fighters together. Well, it's been less than an artistic triumph as far as it's just boxing in the trenches. This is not classic boxing. This is fighting. Not the type of artistic achievement we've looked from Mike Weissman, our producer, who just won an Emmy. I think we should congratulate him.
Yes, congratulations to Michael.
Angelo's still howling. Low blows are okay so long as my guy's getting them, right? At least a sense of humor hadn't deserted him through this grim night for his fight.
Oh, a left
solid shot!
Parker. And again, Love looks hurt. Trying to punch his way off the ropes.
1 minute left. Can he survive it?
Parker had a big 7th round and has come on strong here with a wicked combination on David Love. Love trying to counterpunch out of it. Love is bleeding around the mouth. Curtis Parker again looking to put Love away. Could not do it in round 7.
And Love is fighting back like a demon. He's giving it back as much as he can get, but he's getting terribly hard shots. Punishment is mounting up on poor David Love.
Love is taking a beating right here. Uppercuts, hooks being thrown by Curtis Parker.
He's landing solid hooks, lefts, rights.
And with the seconds running down in round 8, Love put through the ropes, would have sustained a battering in the 8th round. On to round 9, Curtis Parker now will look to put David Love away. And he is doing just that. That's it. Love is down.
That's it. He should not get up from that. That's
What
it.
a
Even
beating
Angelo's
David
in.
Love has taken.
And Angelo stepped in, and he's picking up an exhausted David Love, who is completely out on his feet. He knows not where he's at. Angelo did the right thing. He could not have gotten up at the count of 10. Had he gotten up, Angelo was there to stop him. In the meantime, in the other corner, a jubilant Curtis Parker, who has successfully crossed his first big test. on his way to the middleweight championship.
And I tell you, Ferdy, it was tough to take a look at Margaret Love during the course of that assault, as we did just a moment ago. But it has been all Curtis Parker. He has ended here in round number 9.
That's dirty.
Margaret is receiving the news calmly. I must say, it's hard to take that kind. And here's the replay, where we will see an aggressive and murderous Curtis Parker. Now watch, Marv. He is absolute perfection as a finisher. Right, left, right, and down he goes. Look at that. That is a devastating right uppercut. No one could stand under that.
So Curtis Parker continues his undefeated string, 16-0, 14 by the knockout route. Curtis Parker taking out David Love in round 9, scheduled for 12.
And Bill Brennan, the president of the USBA, signaling across the ring that he's very happy with this fight, and so should they be. Here's another look at the fight and the knockout. Love, as you see, exhausted. Now the series. Right, left. Right, left, right, left.
He had him in trouble in round 8. And no question about the intent of Curtis Parker as he came out round 9 as Love was sent through the ropes.
This was the end of the round, was not the knockout that we have just seen.
And cue the ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John Fitzpatrick stops this bout at 19 seconds of the 9th round, and the winner by a TKO, Curtis Parker.
Curtis Parker putting away David Love, round 9, and here is the victor, the undefeated 21-year-old, celebrating his 21st birthday today. Curtis, there was no question about your intent as you came out in round 9.
True, I wanted to set a good pace. I knew later on in the rounds that he probably slow. Eventually I catch up with him, then I can let loose that goose, a lot of bombs, let pinpoint my shots, which I did, and the outcome was great.
What is amazing is your stamina, because you are nonstop, perpetual motion right throughout, and yet even right now, not breathing hard at all.
No, I really trained pretty hard. I've been working like 6 rounds, tremendously hard. Gave it all my effort, Will back me. He pushing me and on. My great, test was see how good I was in, sparring session and all. And I was truly good. A fellow had me by the name of Kevin Perry. Tremendous, strong, 19 years of age in middleweight. And he helped me a great deal. So I want to thank him and Willie Reddish for pushing me.
All right, what's next for Curtis Parker?
Well, we're going to set up, a few fights, and hopefully, eventually sometime next year or later on this year that I get a title fight, and I will be ready, truly, and I will train my darnest, to win it.
Okay, Curtis, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The undefeated Curtis Parker continuing along with a 9th round stop of David Love here in Atlantic City, New Jersey.